Fuck. Of course I forget everything to do before, right before everything. You know what? No, this is a filler video. It's not gonna be. Fuck. Okay, sorry, I just hit my foot. Okay, this is a filler video. Nothing's gonna be edited out because this video is unavailable. What do you mean? 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 What do you mean the video is unavailable? Video should not be unavailable. Video should be completely available. Well, you know what? I guess we're... you know, I guess, okay, so I guess I'm just going to be streaming on Twitch now. Okay. Okay, well... let's do that. There. It's just gonna be on Twitch. Just only on Twitch. Because... I guess fuck me then. But, okay, so, right now we are going to be doing this. Also, I'm gonna be wearing my headphones like this because I just took a shower and I don't want the, oh no. Okay. Hold on, let's just, let everything load in. Nah. Okay, is my render distance fucking low or something? Because I've noticed that... options. Video and settings. Render distance is all the way up. Just look around, make sure everything's loaded in. Okay, so I guess we're only streaming on... okay, options. Resource packs. Let's take that one out, okay? Also, I currently have like DaVinci up right now, but it's not. We should be fine. Nah. I need to re-render something because I think I just figured out all the reasons for why the videos were not working before, and that's because, well, it didn't have enough space in there. I was wondering why. Everything should be rendered in. Okay. Everything should be rendered in. Shouldn't really be. Fine. I'll get rid of that. There. No, there's not going to be any editing to this. There's not going to be any editing to this. There's not going to be any editing to this, but who know? But I'm going to be playing I'm going to be playing Sims later, like after work. And then when I get back from what's called then when I get back from what's called from work, I'm gonna play. Okay, I'm playing Minecraft right now. When I get back from work, I'm gonna be playing The Sims, and then when I get back from Bible study, I'm gonna play what's called 7 Days to Die. All right. How are we doing, by the way? Go with some organize all this because I do have to go to work today, and I have to be there in like about. I have to be there in about like 58 minutes. Now, exactly what was it that I was doing that warranted the fact that I want to... oh yeah, that's right, glowstone. Okay, well, let's go to sleep first because mobs are going to start spawning, and even though I am decked out in gear, I don't want to... and yes, I realize it's not netherite. I do want one of the streams to be going for netherite, but right now I'm just gonna continue on the path of getting more glowstone. So let's go and get that. I think I'm gonna put like a wall right here. I want to make a basement. We'll do that after we're done making this upstairs. With the amount of space that should be there, I should... so it's So I don't plan on completely finishing it right now. But what I do plan on doing is at least getting some stuff done. Also, what I've learned is that if I put beds behind these guys, they will immediately like respawn a bunch of stuff. But I think I'm gonna need to make like a I think I'm gonna make like a go over here and just make like a stairway up to there, so that way I don't have to constantly like go through these guys. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna need to like sell the rest of this most likely. Because why? Well, because I'm going to need more, also, how much? Okay, hold on, let me check some stuff right now. Hold on, let me go into creator dashboard. This should make it so the bitrate should go up a bit more if I just go into stream manager. In the stream manager, I should be able to get some bit rates up. Originally, I was going to stream this on YouTube as well, people that are watching on YouTube. However, for some reason, YouTube's not allowing me to like show it. So you're stuck with this. So yeah, you're stuck with this. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go and put 10 of these here. Okay. There we go. Also, is it kind of low? This is gonna stay in here until we finish all of this. I'm gonna put slabs up there as well. But don't worry, I do plan on getting. I do plan on I'll look to see if I actually have any glowstone just lying around anywhere. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Also, yes, I do realize that the frames are up to max, but hey, Wait, hold on, I just remembered something. Stone. No, it's not you that takes the stone. It's you. You take the stone. Over here. You good, sir. You take it. I give stone to you, and you give me emeralds. I am no longer have enough. Okay, well, I guess we can go over to you. And I shall ask for more. How is it then? How? Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go up and we're gonna go and find more of ways to get more glowstone or get more emeralds. Wait, I don't know the guys down underneath. Wait, I have an entire gold farm. What am I thinking? Also, we have an automated crafting table, but you have to use like an entire thing for that. And I don't really feel like making that. Don't really feel like making that. Also, I need to go and get more food. I didn't realize how little food I had on me. I have a lot of food. I just don't have a lot on me. I have to get rid of all of this first, actually. Food. Potatoes. Okay, do we have anything in here? Nope, nothing in here that would warrant something that I would want. Okay, so let's go down and check on, see how we're. Okay, let's see what we got. What do we have in here? Nothing really of use. What about in here? Ooh, potatoes. Nothing really that much. How much has been used? What? Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have that going for a bit. I guess I don't really need the... Don't know why I didn't do that before. You know what? Let's fill that in. Fuck it. There. Now let's go, and the item sorter should be working. Let's go all the way down. Hello, Sergeant Steve. How you doing? Just gonna see how it's doing. Everything should be working. Out. As to why it was, So why it wasn't working, no idea. But it produces more melons than it does pumpkins. So let's go up and let's... You know, I want to make like that automated cobblestone generator. I want to do that. Simply because, like, I don't, maybe not in this world, but maybe like in the, maybe not in the stream world, but maybe like in, maybe like in the world where we have, what's it called, like the server. Oh, come on. You know what? It's gonna stay here. What do I got in these shulker boxes? Absolutely nothing. Okay. Okay, I was only able to get that much. Okay. 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 Let's put this stuff away. And right now the carpets are filling up. So there's that. Let's go and continue on our path of finishing up this house. Now I know it looks ugly right now, but I do plan on like kind of like putting like a little like thing here. Like I do plan on making like the room like slightly like better. I know it looks ugly, and it very much is, but hey, I like it. You wanna, here's the thing. This house, like, the original version of this house, a long time ago, was made, when I first made, the first ever version of this house that I made was on Xbox, was on Xbox 360, and and my sister and I were playing, and she wanted to make an entire town, and she was doing pretty good at it. And she said, "Okay, Sammy, you can make your own house. Just don't make it too off of everything else. Don't make it like how you would normally do in your survival world. You're in creative. You can make it whatever you want." And I'm like, "Okay, great." I don't know why she explained it to me like that, because I was playing Minecraft longer than she did, but so I knew what being creative meant, but I was like, okay, cool, got it. But so I decided I'm gonna make a house that is very close to my house, that is an exact replica of it. It looked absolutely nothing like it, was actually a lot bigger than this. It was a lot bigger than this. It actually had like separate I was like, I'm gonna make the interior and the exterior look exactly like that. However, concrete wasn't in the game yet, but I don't know why I went to here. I'm not in creative. Concrete wasn't in the game yet, but I still made it as close to the house as I could. Did not look. I took a step back. I was like, oh yes, let me look at it now. And it's like when you. It's like that video where I made where I was like, okay, the house is now done. Let me just take a step back, and I forgot to build the rest of it. It was like that, but it was like I built everything except for the detail in it, and I was like, oh no, that's not good. But I'm hoping that okay. But yeah, that's what. But ever since then, I've been trying to replicate it. But then after a bit, I just stopped. I think like the closest I ever got that, at least not the closest to my actual house in real life, the one I live in. No, but the closest that I got to like the most detail in it was actually back in school, a long time ago when I played a Minecraft Education Edition, which I really bad. Which here's the thing, I found the exact what's it called I found the exact what is it? Fuck is it called? Worlds. And honestly, if I can just find a way, someone in the comments, please either direct me to a video or give me a step-by-step process on how to convert it over to either Java or Bedrock. Actually, you know what, Bedrock I think will be easier considering the fact it's the closest to Bedrock. So just if anyone can direct me to that, please. I've tried and I couldn't find anything. But yeah, I think I want to do that because it was one of those worlds. I think it was in the world where like it was either the one that I talked the most about where it's like yes, I made so much in there, which honestly thinking back to it, I think I made more here than I have there. Here's the thing, I say that I made a there's a good chance that here's the thing, I say that I made made a whole lot of progress, but I'm pretty sure that I didn't. There's a good chance that I didn't. Okay, well, that stone's gone forever. So yeah, I there's a good chance that I remember I made this farm so I can make a magma farm, and the reason why I want to make a magma farm is so I can make the gold farm, but the gold farm I've already made. I already made just by going and mining for a while. But there's a good chance, but you know what, I'm pretty sure I made more in this world than I did over there in that world. But the thing is, I still want to make that. I still want to. I think I would still want to finish up that house for Steve. Which to anyone who doesn't know, that chunk of copper that you saw me pass by, that's his name. That's Steve. I'm alone in this world. I don't really have a lot of people in this world. This world you can't really join unless I open it to land, and even then, it's really hard to do that. So yeah, let's see. I need to get more emeralds, and the way to do that is through multiple different people. Let's good thing I got a shulker box on me. Because otherwise... That's not where I meant to put it, but okay. Perfect. Okay. Shit, I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, we're gonna get all of the emeralds. Okay. Okay, and over to you, because you're the only one that gives out emeralds as well. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna get all the emeralds that we can. Sergeant Steve. Yes. Now down to our trading farm, which I did want to make like something completely different, which I'll show you guys in a bit. Like once I finish up this, I'll I like how I made this project. Oh, I got concerned for a second. Hold on. Don't worry, guys. We have about 30 minutes left. About 30 minutes left. Don't worry. Got concerned for a second because I was like, huh? It can't be time already. I forgot that I had an alarm for 9 o'clock. Okay, hello. I am here to converse with you and give you request that I trade with you. Here we go. Here's the thing, by the time I'm done with this, the 3 guys upstairs should have restocked as well. Tool master, yes. Yeah, okay, efficiency. Nice. Efficiency 2. Let's go over here and let me see about you. Here's the thing, on my I want to get back. I'm gonna want to get back to the Sky Empire thing. I'm gonna want to get back to doing the Sky Empire thing. This is one of the ways how I plan on getting a lot of stuff is through villagers. Once I start getting villagers, I plan on getting, like, that's how I'm gonna get more blocks. Now, wandering traders should spawn. If I'm able to go and make and like carve out the rest of the underside of the island, and start expanding the border of my how are we doing, by the way? Okay, so we're only over here. Expanding kind of like the border of the place. Then I should should be able to spawn more stuff. However, I am also trying to get Enderman over here. So I'm gonna need to hello, I'm gonna need to keep at least 1 block. Okay. How much iron has come back in? Nothing. No iron. It's fine. Okay. Oh wait, night thunderstorms. You cannot tell me. That's clearly night. I mean, it's sunset, but still. There we go. I keep looking over. You know, I keep looking over at Twitch and YouTube, thinking that I'm streaming on YouTube. I am not streaming on YouTube. I'm only streaming on Twitch. Which that's the thing. Get over. That's another thing. While we're here, even though this is not gonna be edited, get on over to Twitch. Get on over to Twitch, because I'm pretty sure these filler videos is just gonna be it's just going to be like me just going on. I'm not going to be gonna be like promoting stuff as much. Won't be promoting stuff as much. You want I want to state this. When the movie Passion of the Christ came out, there were a lot of people that were saying, "Oh wow, this is a really great movie. It really makes you think about what makes you think and all this stuff." And I remember watching it, and I remember thinking to myself, "What?" Or at least maybe not when it came out, because I don't know when it came out. But I remember a lot of people talking about it and saying, "Wow, it really makes you think." And I watched it. My voice cracked. I watched it, and my thoughts about it were, "What do you mean it makes you think? I don't understand what's going on here." Because from what I remember, there was like a bunch of like, the camera was turning every which way, and I could barely understand anything. It wasn't until like the part where he's getting crucified where things really seem to start to focus. And I'm like, what part is this supposed to make? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 more. I'm over here like, excuse me? Like, what part of this is supposed to make me think? Like, it's supposed to like show his entire life, but what I gather is it starts off with him as an adult and all this stuff, and it's one of those movies where it's like, oh yeah, it's like people like say how amazing it is, but then like you watch it and it doesn't make sense even a little bit. I need 20. But yeah, it's one of those movies where like people say how amazing something is, and then you just don't understand it because you don't understand what's going on in there until like halfway through. And I was like, and I honestly didn't know it. I didn't know about that. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying that I just couldn't understand it because from what I saw of it, it was just the camera just like shaking, turning every which way, and not focusing on anything. Yeah, and I couldn't understand it. Like why, like how were people able to know what was going on in that? That's my question. Miscellaneous. I guess the class goes in here. Okay, so I want to go and make make slabs, and whatever slabs I have left. So let's go and cut down some trees. I have about 23 minutes left before I have to go. Hold on, let me go and check. Yep. Yep. Got 22 minutes. About 22 minutes before I have to go. But that's something I don't understand about movies. Like, it's movies in general, where people will be like, oh yeah, it's a really great movie, you need to watch it. And then you go and watch it, and all of a sudden it's like, what is going on? Like, can someone please explain what's going on in here? That is, it's not even just movies, but it's also games as well, where people will hype it up and like put like unrealistic expectations, and then when the game doesn't meet those expectations or something like that, and people are like, well, this game is bad, or something like that. Which is why when people ask me, what are your thoughts on GTA 6 coming out next year? My thoughts are, I'm only and like, are you excited? And I'm over here like, I'm only excited as much as Rockstar is hyping it up. Okay, I'm not very excited. I'm just expecting that they're going to what's it called, they're gonna delay it again. I'm not, which I can see why. We've gotten the what's it called, we've gotten the teaser trailers for them, so I do have hopes that, not high hopes, just hopes that that it's gonna be coming out next year, or at least it'll come out late next year, because I know that they're working tirelessly on it. I think that they shouldn't, another thing, maybe they shouldn't hire interns to probably help with it. Maybe, I don't know. Well, I'm just spitballing here, just saying like maybe ways to help get it out faster. But if they say it's gonna come out in 2026, then okay, it's gonna come out in 2026. Which is another thing is, companies, if you want work, but you don't have to pay the people, just tell people, hey, you want internship here? You don't get paid, but you do get experience. It's it's a lot like when people say, hey, I'll pay you in exposure, but instead people are getting paid in experience. So yeah, my ugly house, the exterior of my ugly house is now done. The exterior is now done. I actually kind of wanted to plan on putting like some like an extension out here. Kind of like putting an extension, but who knows? I may or may not do that. I feel like I made the top a bit higher than it should be, but hey, it's fine. I didn't want to make it too much like a pointy thing, but now I'm gonna go and make myself two beds. One black, one white, or one black, one red. And I think that's gonna be what I'm gonna make for just this. I looked at the clock, and the calendar is like right under it. And I looked at that and I was like, oh shit, it's already 9:20 already. No, it's the 20th, but oh no, the exterior isn't even done. I still need to make like the fencing around it. Wow, who could have seen this coming? Okay, well, I got a lot of sticks, so let's so we'll make the fence. Okay, first things first, let's go and let's plant more trees around. There we go. Take this. And I'm gonna keep these slabs because who knows, I might need them later. Who knows? But let's go and put these away, and since I got enough, I should probably put more trees around there, because the entire thing is I'm trying to kind of like regrow the forest. So I noticed I've been leaning towards the left a bit. I don't know why. Something I never understood is why people thought that being left-handed was bad. I think here's the thing. I didn't even know that was a thing, that used to be a thing until like high school. And it wasn't even because of history. It wasn't even because of world history. I figured that out. I learned that in world history after I learned about the left-handed thing being evil thing. I didn't understand why. Yeah, I didn't understand why. Still today, I still don't get it. I still don't understand why. Like, why being left-handed is bad. And the reason why I was so fascinated with this is because I'm left-handed. I don't understand why, people used to think that, and to this day, it's still confusing to me. Yeah, it's the same as right-handed, just left. Is it because of the phrase right-hand man? Is that the reason? Because someone please explain to me in the comments. I know, like, this is about 35 minutes in, but hey, I'm trying to learn here. I'm over here trying to learn. I'm out of school and I'm still trying to learn, which is something that a lot of people don't like to do. No, I wanna make oak. I wanna make oak. Oak, please. Thank you. There we go. Okay, well, let's go to sleep because mobs. Even though, as I stated, even though I have armor on me, I can easily take them. I don't really feel like it. And yes, I do need to go and get diorite. I think I'll do that in another stream. Maybe I'll stream that tomorrow before I go to work. Who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm gonna go over here and place some trees because I just realized there's an opening over here and we can't have that. I know a lot of people are not gonna understand that reference because that reference is more of kind of like an inside joke for a scout, for like the specific scout troop that I was in. It was in which I'll explain it right now. There was some skit that a lot of us would do called Self-Defense 101, and it started off fine. Like the first and second one were fine, but then all of a sudden it just took a turn immediately where it's like at first it's like now let's say that you're going to your car and someone tries to rob you. And the guy will come up and be like, "Hey, give me your money," and he's like, you're really tired, and you just want to get home. A guy comes and tries to rob you. "I'll give you your money." We can't have that. So you grab their arm, and now you can see I can do whatever I want with them because I got their arm. They can't really do anything. And you take your taser. You grab your taser. Wait, no, what are you doing? And you just like tase them like right on the side. So it makes sense like that, okay? Yeah. Now you're walking down the street and someone tries to assault you. We can't have that. So, and then it just repeats this. So you grab them by the arm and you tase. But then it just goes on and on to be complete mayhem because, well, because then the next one is now you're at home and you watch. Now you're at home and you see that your what's it called, your neighbor is watching your favorite show. We can't have that. Hold on, 1, 2. I'll put the water underneath. I'll put the water like. No, we can't have that. So let's take our. Okay, so I'm gonna need like get a moat around here. Oh fuck, I didn't think this through. Oh no. But that's the entire thing, and it was really dumb because now you look outside and you notice that your neighbor is watching your favorite show. We can't have that. So you go and you break into their house. Hey, what are you doing in my house? and you take their arm and tase. And it's really dumb. But then it ends on it ends on straight murder. And it's like, now you're going to the pool and you just want to have a nice swim. You just want to have a nice swim. But you notice that all the rest, and it's like you're at you want to have a nice swim, and you notice that everyone else is swimming in there, and you just want to have a nice swim. And there's other people in the pool. We can't have that. So you take your taser, go up to the water, and tase. I'm not joking. It's just straight up murder. And everyone just like flops on the ground and they just like full on die. Yeah. But I'm like, I remember that. I just remember thinking to myself, like, this is just straight up murder. But whenever I say we can't have that, just for anyone and wondering what I'm referencing, that's what I'm referencing. I'm referencing an old skit that we used to do in Scouts, where it went from self-defense 101 to all of a sudden just pure assault. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I did parkour over here at one point, and I forgot that I made this. It goes from self-defense to pure assault, then it goes from assault to straight up murder. But that was the entire joke of it. It was just... And the thing is, like, it was all funny because obviously we would never do this, but still, like, how much, like, we weren't allowed to joke about murder, but apparently this was fine. We weren't allowed to joke about drugs. We were allowed to joke about murder for some odd reason. But, like, as much as I say that I didn't like Scouts because honestly, I want to say Scouts was fun, but I didn't really like it because looking back, it was fun. I want to state that it was really fun, but when I was in there, I didn't like that because I didn't even want to be seen as like someone superior. I want to at least be seen as like their equal, but it never really felt like I was their equal. Like, I tried to be nice. I tried to be nice to them. I also tried to maybe like, I just tried to be nice. That's the thing. I tried to be nice, but it never really felt like I was their equal. I always felt like that I was it really felt like that I was looked down upon the entire time I was there. Oh, by the way, melons and pumpkins are gonna go in here, by the way. Melons and pumpkins. Just for anyone that wasn't understanding. Melons and pumpkins. That's what's gonna go here. But yeah, it just always felt like that I was being looked down upon, and as much as, and the thing is, I had a fun time in Scouts. I want to state that Scouts was actually really fun, but I don't know why, but I never really felt like that I was seen as like people's equal or as someone that was a fellow Scout. It just felt like it felt like that they saw me as just a random person that just popped in one day and is just here. Oh no, I put it in here. That's honestly what it just felt like. It didn't really feel like didn't really feel like anything like that. But and that was the main reason why I got out of Scouts, is because, well, I didn't like the fact that I felt like I was being treated that I didn't like that. I just want to state that. That's where I'm gonna stay. I just didn't like it that way. But now that I'm out of Scouts, I'm glad that I went through with it. I just don't ever want to go with it ever again. But also, the thing is, like, when I first started that troop, it was Troop 59, and the reason, and And when I got there, there were a whole lot of people in there. There was a lot. Like, I mean a lot. Like, we met in a church, like, cafeteria. And I swear, that cafeteria was big. And we filled up the entirety of that cafeteria. Filled it all the way up. That was how many people that were in there. Like, you ever been like in a church cafeteria before? That it's like this wasn't like a particular big one, but it was like a church cafeteria, and we filled up the entire thing. Every single row of tables was filled up. That's how this went. Every single row of tables were filled up. But like by the time I became like my brother joined, which was like about like I think 2 years after I joined, like half the people were gone. And by the time I became like a life scout, which is right before Eagle Scout, we were just only down to like 4 troops that were there. There were like 20 troops that were in there. By the time I got out, it was just the Gorillas, the Thundercats, the Serpents, and the Blue Phoenix. That was it. Actually, no, wait, hold on. No, yeah, it was the Thundercats. That was it. It was just those. That was what it was. That was what it was. If you're wondering which one I was in the one that was called the Gorillas. We picked our own. We picked our own, by the way. I want to state that. We picked our own. You know, I kind of want to make that ice just to make everything go faster. Kind of want to just make it ice. You know what? Let's work on the moat. We have about 5 minutes left. Never mind. Let's go and do the other thing that's also easy to do. Let's eight of them is how much I need. No, but I'm glad that I went through it because I feel like that really made me grow. That Scouts really made me grow as a person. If you're a parent and you're thinking, you know, oh wow, this guy must have not had a good time in Scouts, maybe I shouldn't put my child to Scouts. I recommend putting them to Scouts because even if they hate it, the end result is good. I recommend it because the end result is actually really good because they grow as a person. Not to mention they also not to mention like they may grow as a person, but they will also experience a lot of stuff and learn a lot of stuff. Being an Eagle Scout landed me several jobs. But yeah, I was able to get a lot of experience out of it because internships may give you experience, but so does being in Scouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Like going through all of that because they learn a lot of stuff. They learn different survival stuff. They there's a video that kind of makes fun of people who were like, oh yeah, that one kid that grew up as a scout, and honestly, I'm over here thinking, yeah, like because there's not not a lot of survival scenarios where we're personally gonna be using that stuff, but like, so we kind of just use it whenever, but me personally, I don't really use it a lot. There's stuff that I do use still that I did learn in Scouts. What they are, no idea. I know that I subconsciously use them. That's the thing. I know that I subconsciously use them without even realizing. Okay, I should probably gonna get more. I have 3 minutes left, so I think I might do that in the next stream. So who knows? Okay. This way they'll go down faster. But I recommend going to Scouts. I recommend going to Scouts because it may seem like work and it may seem like torture sometimes. You're gonna get scared through it, but you learn a lot of stuff. You learn a lot of stuff through it. I wanna just put that out there. You do learn a lot of stuff. It's not on the ground, so I'm gonna use that as a reason to take this down. Use that as a reason to take this down, and I'm gonna turn this into sticks so we can make that into more stuff. Okay, let's make more. Let's go and get 8 more so we can get so they can flow into it faster. Like slightly faster than it should be. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Well, 1 minute left, but once that alarm goes off, I'm gonna have to start going. Nah. I'll start going. But yeah, that's the thing. Like if you there's a lot of stuff that will like get you experience. Internships are also good. Learning, going to scouts, that's a good idea. If you're still in school, I'd recommend joining a club. Me, I tried joining chess club, but then next time I went, they were like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we're in this room. Could not find it. Finally, oh yeah, we're in this room for today. We'll be back next week." I could not find that room, so I didn't go. So then next week I went and it's like, "Sorry, we're not having fuck. Okay, give me a moment." They're like, "Sorry, we're not having chess club today." Yeah. And I was like, "Okay." But by the 3rd week I completely forgot about it. So I just ended up not going. But anyway, but still, like, join a club. Join a club. It's good. You'll meet new people, make friends, your social life will get better. But yeah, that's what I would recommend. So thank you guys for watching. Share this to other people, recommend this to other people. Join Discord, link is in the description. Join Twitch, link is also in the description. Because that's the thing, these are filler videos, but I'm still going to be putting the links in the description for them. So thank you guys for watching. That's going to be it. Remember, we have that goal to get to at least 3,000 hours in watch time on YouTube by the end of August 2025, and at least 25 subscribers on Twitch by the end of August 2025. Thank you guys for watching. That's going to be it, and goodbye.